Hello again, everyone. I know it's been a little while since you probably heard from me on this video or on this channel. And you probably be noticing some changes to both this channel and also social media, but kind of goes along with what's going on with my life because things are changing. I am in a new state. You probably can't tell. Maybe you can by the pictures and a little bit of the horizon here, but it's hot as it is with most places, but we're not really talking about that lately. We're talking about a lot of other different things, and we'll get to that in a minute. But expect to see the name of the channel, some of my social media to change. I'll still keep my personal Twitter, which is where you're going to see a lot of my recent activity, given everything that happened on Saturday and since. Again, we're going to get to that in a moment. But yeah, just want to let you know that on Litecoin Leader is probably going the way of history, and the reason behind that is a few things. One, things evolve, things move along, and most people aren't searching for Litecoin. Most people are, and it kind of confines the people that discover me, like, why Litecoin? So I'm going to go with a name that you probably recognize, and maybe you have questions about it, maybe you don't, but it kind of reflects what I speak about. I speak about the economy, and I'm not going to be, there are certain people like Ninja who's already taken that name, which is, I love Travis. Travis is great. So obviously I'm not going to be Economic Ninja, but we know that economic was part of the book that two other guys and I wrote. Dylan is involved, but Dylan's on his own brand. And when the third individual, we're not going to talk about because, for various reasons, he's no longer a part of the picture. So for lack of other reasons, and well, not really lack of other reasons, but basically I'm back to being a one-man band. So I got to develop a new website and all that stuff at litecoinleader.com still works. So you can reach out to me there. But if you're a web developer or interested in doing some part-time work or just want to help me out or work together, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below or reach out to me on Twitter or on Telegram. And now just trying to do basic stuff. But since I moved to Arizona, I'm focused on, just what I'm doing. So the name of the channel is changing, and it's going to reflect more of who I am, which is an economic prepper. So the economic prepper, that's going to be the name of the channel. That's what I'm adopting going forward because it reflects that I speak about the economy. I talk about BRICS, talk about gold and silver, talk about Bitcoin, talk about altcoins. All that fits under that umbrella. Now, down that path. So expect more of that. Let's move on. Okay. What's been going on lately? Obviously, big news happened on Saturday in Pennsylvania. By the way, I've been to Butler, Pennsylvania. Beautiful little small town. I almost bought a mobile home park of all things back in the day there. It was almost 20 years ago, I think. It's a long time since I've been there. But it's a nice suburb, about an hour east of Pittsburgh. Nice little town. Strange that this is what they're going to be known for now. But the bottom line is really this, and it's as simple as this. Like, regardless of the names involved, from an economic perspective, were you better off 5 or 6 years ago than you are today? I would argue that everyone would say, yeah, I was better off 5 or 6 years ago. So it's reflected that for the first time in our history, we have the opportunity to put someone back in charge who used to be in charge. That's never happened in our lifetimes before. So you're basically going from what we liked to this garbage right now, and we want to go back to the way it was. Now, you may not like the individual. That's fine. But it's clear that we were better off then. So it's a clear-cut decision for me, just from the economic standpoint, okay? Now, I happen to like the guy. I would be wearing a hat if I had one right now, but, I could barely find the phone today, right? As I moved in here, I'm still looking for all my camera equipment and everything. I could have packed better. I don't know what happened to my camera equipment. It'll show up shortly, but in any event, I'm looking forward to see what they have to say today. Obviously, on Twitter, you'll see that every now and again I put out things that'll make you think, things that'll make you, just maybe do a little your own research. But I've said it many, many times. I continue to say it, question everything. And this is a time where people are questioning what happened. How did this happen? Typical things that you want to ask you, like none of this adds up to me. That's when red pills are really handed out. That's when people start to do their own research. They start saying that this doesn't make any sense, and they start digging on their own. That's what leads people to self-discovery and understanding that maybe you weren't told the entire truth. Maybe what was on the mainstream media that you've been watching isn't the truth. Now, I know most of you that are already watching this right now or have seen this sort of thing, you're already there. Like you're like, you were in the bucket of the conspiracy theorists, and you're like, hey, I'm out of conspiracy theories because they all came true. And that's pretty much where we are for a lot of us. Now, there's still a few ones that are kind of wacky and out there, and there are a few others that aren't so wacky, but they'll be coming out soon enough. But now's the time for people to start like educating themselves, learning about all the things they've been lied to. If I was lied about this, what about that? What about this thing? So let them do their own homework, help them along if you see them, and encourage them to do their own research. Now, lastly, obviously, we're going to talk about Bitcoin and crypto. Bitcoin is a big deal, obviously. It's going back up. We have a VP candidate in Vance who already has put out there that he owns roughly 6 Bitcoin. Well, somewhere between 4 and 6 Bitcoin. It's around $250,000 last time he disclosed. So he's into crypto, not just Bitcoin, but other things too. So that's very bullish. Obviously, Trump is going to speak at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. I believe that's next week. That's going to be a big deal. And it could even come to either one of their speeches during the convention this week. So I wanted to get this video out there. I'm paying attention to it. So should you. You don't need to watch all of it, but just understand that there's enough. You know, this is, I focus on the unification, the unity, which is, I think, is a great message. Like, I don't care why you hate the dollar. Maybe because you're like Peter Schiff and you love gold. Maybe you love silver like Andy Schectman. Or maybe you love Bitcoin like many other Bitcoiners out there. Regardless of that, all three groups can agree the dollar is garbage. So as soon as you start to focus on what is pertinent or the common ground, you start to see what else you have in common, as opposed to focusing on what divides us, what unites us. And what unites us, obviously the events on Saturdays, that kind of unites us for the most part. And also the fact that the economy is just garbage right now. And the only way out of it seems is to get away from the dollar system. Now, I'm going to have more stories about what's going on with the BRICS in October. We're probably looking at another currency adoption. We've got blockchain stuff happening. We've got Bitcoin stuff happening. That's all going to be coming out there. But focus on what unites us. And then lastly, since I moved now to Arizona, if you haven't guessed, that's where I am. I'm in Arizona. I'll be looking for local meetups. If you're in the area, let me know. But I will be attending probably 2 a month. I know there's one in Tucson. I know there's one in Phoenix. I'm going to try to get to both of those over the next couple of months. And even if they're garbage, I hope that they're not. But even if there's like 3 or 4 people, I want you guys out there. And I'll tell you when I'm going to go out there. I'll tell you which ones I'm going to be at. I just missed one in Tucson because I didn't find out about it until in time. But the next time it rolls around, I'm going to be there at the meetup. So go on meetup.com, find these ones. I'll mention when I'm going to be there. You can come out and see me. I'm probably going to video it regardless if there's 2 people or 20 or 200. And then I'll be looking for other opportunities to speak around Arizona and my immediate area to get more word out, get the adoption out, and to encourage people the easy way to get into a different currency system, because clearly the dollar system doesn't work for everybody, and we all know that. So, lots said today. Let me know what your thoughts are about Arizona, about me becoming the economic prepper. If you want to help with the new website, if you want to help, if you want to see me at a meetup, leave all those comments down below. I'll be sure to check on them real soon, and I read every one and I'll comment back. So, with all that said, the new economic prepper is out.